everybody, and welcome to another installment of the Sports Balls podcast. Today we have a loaded podcast with a lot happening in the NFL, with playoff permutations, a lot of drama happening, and the AFC craziness and all that. And we have our national championship for college football, and let's get started. So we're gonna start off with Steelers, Big Ben's last home game.
Last home game. I shed a tear. Right
Quite
there.
sad.
So, that was a pretty good ending. Like about 4 or 5 years ago, I kind of was hoping to get him go with a Super Bowl, like John Elway or something, like Peyton Manning, something like that. But as the last seasons have gone, that hope kind of slipped away. We're still in the hunt. Steelers going to the Super Bowl, but for a team that's just not good, and for him to go out of Heinz Field with a win
over a division rival,
over the Browns, who he's owned over the course of his career, it was fun to watch. It was it wasn't fun to watch because it was painful. That was awful. Najee Harris is the only good player on the Steelers. Everyone else should be cut.
Why
he did drop 2.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah,
No,
he's
he's
not.
not. He was
Not
good
this
up
year.
until this point.
Ray McLeod.
Yeah, why did
Ray McLeod.
I don't know.
Why?
TJ
Okay,
Watt.
why?
Cam
He's
Hayward.
the only good
I was
offensive
waiting
player.
for it.
Only good offensive player. But it's odd how, as soon as someone said Ray McLeod, it's really, really odd how he's become wide receiver 3 over James Washington. That is really weird.
Yeah.
TJ Watt is insane, but that offense is atrocious. Najee Harris a 1 versus 11 every time he gets the ball.
The thing is, it's only going to get worse because they don't have anybody to replace Big Ben. The last 5 years or whatever you're saying, I feel like the Steelers have kind of been like, okay, we're going to try to push Big Ben out, get his replacement, but just everybody they get is terrible.
Everyone's saying Rodgers to Pittsburgh, Rodgers to Pittsburgh.
That's
They
not
don't
gonna
have a line. He's not going to go. They
But,
have
okay,
to sell
so-
their future to get a quarterback or draft a mediocre quarterback this year.
I think what they should do this year, first round, some kind of lineman.
Yeah.
And then if you can
Draft.
I don't know when their next pick is. I know they have a first round. I don't know if they where
Probably
their second round is.
second.
But so everyone just doesn't have a 6th round because that's the only thing that people trade. The NFL is so weird. But
5th and 6th rounders.
you got to draft a lineman first round. Don't try to get a quarterback this round because it's just not a great quarterback draft.
It's not
Pickett.
all
I like Pickett. I don't know if he's
I'm
a
not
franchise guy.
a
What's
fan
that kid's
of,
name from Iowa?
reaching for.
Linderbaum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Linderbaum might go pretty early. I saw some
I think the
going top
Steelers. I think
10.
the Steelers will pick him up.
I'm not completely sold on Matt Corral. I wouldn't want
I don't think they
base
pick up
first round on
Linderbaum.
him. I don't even know what other quarterbacks who else is coming out.
Sam Howell would be a pretty good
Sam
replacement.
Howell. Sam Howell should
because
stay
they're both
in college.
really fat.
Yeah.
Sam Howell should stay in college because he's awful.
If they can get Sam Howell in the
atrocious.
4th round, I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Sure.
his draft stock is. He probably
He
won't
should
hold
probably
that
go
much.
back to college because he
But-
was atrocious all year long.
God, yeah, he was.
But North Carolina in general, just
They did come out and said they'd rather trade or sign a quarterback instead of draft one this year.
Russell Wilson's on the
That's-
block.
so that's-
Aaron Rodgers is
yeah.
a free agent.
Russell-
And that's why.
Derek Carr's a
If you could get
very
Derek
good
Carr, oh my
quarterback.
god.
Yeah, and even
I
a
think-
Russell Wilson, he's gonna drop. He's obviously dropping off right now, but he buys you 2 years to try to find a young franchise.
That's a good
I
point.
think if
Just-
they could get Russell Wilson and Derek Carr, I would.
Yes.
What they need,
That would
I think
be
what
amazing.
Kyle's right, what they need is a tie-over guy until I can get the next.
Stopgap.
If they can't get those two,
Then
then
they're in a world
I mean,
of trouble.
they might
Speaking
just
of
have
the
to wait.
Steelers-
Speaking of a world of trouble.
I know you want to move on, but I mean, the Steelers are still going to the Super Bowl.
Antonio
Oh
Brown,
God.
his little
Yeah, he released
outburst
He released a
did.
statement last night
about
and
his ankle and how his ankle was shattered and there's pieces of cartilage missing.
Yeah.
And
So that
Bruce
just-
Arians tried to make him play. I don't know. There's parts of that I doubt.
That just doesn't happen in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's if your ankle is falling off your body like he says it is, you're not going to play. And that
And the coach will know that.
It might be exaggerated about the shattered bone.
Yeah,
and
and
all
That
that.
makes
The detail.
Even still, he was running some pretty crispy routes.
I saw the
Yeah.
highlight
he
of
looked
it.
fine.
Yeah.
But if you feel like you're hurt, regardless of its of it being like a really bad injury, like he was making it seem like, whether it was like that or not, or he was just hurting, like if a player says he's hurt, then why would you, as a coach, just yell at him to get in? And like if he's hurt, he's hurt, and there's no way he just randomly did that and just randomly ran out of the
I mean,
stadium. So there has to be parts.
We've not heard anywhere close to the full story yet.
Well, I've heard about 3 different ones.
Yeah.
The first thought was like,
he
oh,
gave
they're
a
taking his
pretty-
incentives, and then the second one was he said that he was too hurt to go back in,
Yeah.
and then a coach told him to leave,
Told me, and
so he did, and now this is like, oh, there's more to him being hurt, but I don't know, I don't believe him the slightest.
He did give a pretty complete story. The question is if it's true or not.
He tends to blame.
I don't
Like,
think that was
he
his
kind of
story.
has an
Right,
inferiority.
yeah.
He kind of has like an
Yeah.
inferiority complex.
Yeah.
It's
So,
like-
but
I don't
like,
think
if you
that's what
remember
that
a couple
word
years
means.
ago, it was
It was
the
Big Ben.
week that it was the last week of the season. It was when Baker Mayfield threw the pick right to I forget it was the Ravens linebacker. I think it may have been C.J. Mosley at the time.
We'll call him mostly just to get over.
I think it was C.J. Mosley, and it was if the Browns would have won, the Steelers would have been in the playoffs. So the Steelers had to win, and the Browns had to win. And the Steelers won, but the Browns lost. But Antonio Brown sat that game out because
Yeah, he did.
he just said that like he was hurt, but it was like
And
way more to it was like
Yeah.
a practice argument. He got into an argument with like Tomlin or someone, and then like
Yeah, that's what
right
I'm saying.
before the game he was just like, nope, I'm not playing. So like this is not out of nothing's out of character.
yeah.
for him, but it's like he's done this in the past, so that leads me to not believe him the slightest.
Like he always thinks someone's out to get him.
Yeah.
Like it was what Ben that one year.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely. I agree with you that quitting on his team.
Yeah.
That's something he does. But I also believe that Big Ben is just not.
He's been a bad leader.
Well, then
Ben
he-
is a bad leader. He's
Okay, but now
done a lot of bad things.
I
on
believe
the
his
field.
Gruden story maybe a little bit.
That's
And I don't know what happened on the. Oh wait, he got like arrested on the Patriots or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Playoff picture.
Start off with NFC. It's a little bit
They're a lot
more-
easier than
a
AFC.
Yeah.
cleaner image of the NFC.
I think it's pretty simple at this point. I think the Rams win the division.
Yeah.
I don't see
I like
them losing.
Rams.
As a 49ers fan, this is gonna be hard to watch because they
Oh my
were
God, this
supposed to be a
Actually-
lock for the playoffs, but now it's not looking too good because the Saints have the Falcons and the 49ers have the Rams.
No,
so
I take that back. I think the 49ers pull it off.
They could.
49ers are a
They've
tough
won
team. The
5 in a
Rams are
row.
probably fraudulent.
They've won 5 in a row.
Yeah,
against
what's
the
up with
Rams.
that? I haven't
disagree
watched
with
Rams
that,
football
but-
since like early in the season.
Yeah.
It seems like Stafford throws 2 picks every game now.
Yeah.
And a pick 6. He's good for about a pick 6 every game.
After they had a bad loss. It was a bad loss to the Titans, and
Yeah.
I predicted after that they're not going to lose after that. They haven't lost after that, and they're
But
going
it's
to the
not
Super
like
Bowl.
they've been impressive.
Yeah.
Their wins have not looked good.
They beat the Cardinals. like,
Yes,
2 weeks
yes,
after.
but
That
they
was a
don't
solid
win. Yeah, that's a good win, but they don't win convincingly.
But who really does? Like the
Yeah,
Packers,
the
the Packers
Packers.
look good against Sean Mannion and the Vikings, and then
They played the week before.
otherwise
The Packers are like what?
They do have down.
They have like 3 losses.
Yeah.
the Packers are a good team. The Bucks are a good team.
If you want to talk about someone looking bad, like not winning convincingly, it's the Buccaneers, not the.
It's all of them.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
the
I'm
Packers.
saying.
Okay, the
It's
Packers right now are far and away the best team in the NFL. Right now.
No.
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 Not
Yes,
far
they
and
are,
away.
dude.
I think
They're
the
that
best,
much
but I don't
better
know
than
if
the Chiefs?
That's what I don't
Yes.
think they're
The
that much
Chiefs
better.
aren't like they're not
I know
winning
they
convincing.
played
They just lost to the
early.
Bengals, dude. Like
The Bengals are pretty
the Bucks barely beat the Jets. They scored 0 points a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The
No,
Packers
I'm
are the
not-
only team
I'm not
that's
saying the
consistently
Bucks
just
are.
whooping
I'm not
teams.
saying the Bucks are, but no, the Packers lost to a full strength Vikings 4 or 5 weeks ago. That
That was more.
they're not.
Would you say it was a convincing win when the Packers beat the Ravens with 1 point and a backup
Yeah,
quarterback, or the
exactly.
Browns by
And
2
the-
points?
Yeah, the 2
Like they're not.
They're not.
There's just no teams that have.
No, Matt, that was 2 weeks ago.
Really?
There
Yes.
are no
That
teams
was-
that are
Yes,
destroying
that was
everybody.
because
Because
else.
Huntley played.
They played in a decently competitive game with the Chicago Bears 3 weeks
Huntley's
ago.
good though.
They won by 15.
Yes, if you watch the game, they were down at halftime.
So I think the Rams will get the 2 seed if they win.
Yes.
The 49, I think that could be a competitive game.
49ers are a tough team.
Do you
I
got-
like them, especially to pull off wins like this.
I don't like them.
I don't know if Jimmy G or Trey Lance is starting in that game, but I would take the Rams, and then Tampa Bay is probably going to beat the Panthers, so it is
Yeah.
pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
Do you think the Saints could make it in?
Well, I mean, they have a
yeah.
chance.
They
but
have
I
a
don't,
chance,
I don't
but-
think they will.
I think they, because...
I mean, they could beat Atlanta, and San Francisco can easily lose to the Rams.
Yeah, and then they're in, so honestly,
So that
they
means it
probably
happened.
will, but
Yeah.
Dallas
I
is
think
kind of
that'd be unfortunate.
Dallas is kind of fun to root for it sometimes now. I used to hate them like all the
Yeah, I
time.
still hate them.
You're an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
But also-
No,
no,
he's
no,
also
no.
a 49ers fan.
He likes
Oh,
just about every
wow.
team in this picture.
Yeah.
All right, AFC.
AFC, 256 possible permutations of the
Yeah,
playoff
it's
picture.
crazy.
So we have this
Exciting.
graphic on our computers for the NFC, but we definitely could not do that for the AFC because there's just way too much possibilities.
I saw some
for the
statistic,
playoff.
maybe 2 weeks ago, but the Broncos were 1 game behind the Bengals at one point, and the Broncos were 13th in the AFC. The Bengals were only 4, so
Yeah.
it's
A
really
lot of
tight.
teams.
Joe
named
Burrow,
500.
comeback player of the year. That should.
Yeah.
I don't
Easy.
understand why more people aren't on that. Because
Easy.
Oh, I
Dak,
think
Dak,
Joe
Dak
Burrow
is the
is
betting.
Oh, I
favorite.
kind of forgot about
Wait,
that.
what are the odds for?
Well,
Dak is
Burrow.
minus 105. Burrow is plus 135.
It's
I think
just
also
because
the
of
severity
Dak.
of injury is that comes into play in that
It's
award.
not even severity, it's just like the Dax was that gruesome on
Well,
that
that's
right.
And
It's-
play,
it's
and he
not
was
severity.
playing. He was playing a very good season up to that point.
Yeah, but Burrow tore his ACL, so
Yeah.
both of them were severe injuries, but Dax was
But, like,
just
Dak's
visibly
leg
like
folded.
It's,
Burrow-
just, it's just a shame Joe Burrow would be working at McDonald's if it weren't for Jamar Chase.
So
Yeah, and T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
He is
CJ
a good
Zillmer.
him being really good at
Yeah.
football.
He's not that.
Yeah.
He's
I
Yeah,
think
he's
I
throwing
think
for
he's
like
pretty
450.
good.
Even last year.
Both of them.
He's
Like,
thrown for like
Jamar Chase
1,000
was-
yards the
was
past
still in
2
college.
years.
He was
good.
not that
He was
good.
doing
Yes,
pretty
he
good till he
was.
tore his
He
ACL.
was good. And that was without an offensive line.
Yeah.
You always talk about like the rookies struggling at the beginning of the year. So when a rookie doesn't struggle, what does that mean? It means they're really
It
good.
means they're a pro-ready
It means that
quarterback.
they have
What
teammates
do-
in a team sport,
Or
according to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I was gonna say.
Right,
But,
yeah.
like Trevor Lawrence, obviously he's in a little bit of worse of a situation, but
But he's also playing with guys who really should be working at McDonald's.
Running back is Obunga Wale or whatever.
so Kansas City's probably gonna.
Yeah.
Well, the Titans just have to beat Houston. so
Titans are going to be the ones, dude.
That's terrible. The Titans are gonna be the 1 seed.
And
That's
they're,
dignity.
yes, they're
that's
going to buy, and they're going to lose first round. They are terrible.
Well, yeah. Who are they gonna end up playing?
Well, that-
'Cause
yeah.
Is he not coming back?
I
Is
don't.
he coming back?
He is
He's
coming back.
supposed to.
So he's gonna come back in the playoffs. Probably not this
He
week.
was
but in the
practicing.
playoffs.
Do you guys think the Colts could make it far? Because
Yes.
I saw some playoff
I like
playoff
the
picture
Colts.
right now.
100%.
The Colts would play the Bengals, and I can see
Oh.
them easily
I like that game.
easily
I would
beating them.
love the Colts in that game.
Yeah.
So who's gonna be the 4 seed versus 5 seed? Because that's who would play the Titans. I think it would be that could be Cincinnati. That's gonna be Cincinnati versus the Colts, right?
No, that's
No, that was 6-3.
it's be Buffalo, New England if everything holds.
All right. So Buffalo, New England.
Yeah, no, there are great games in the AFC.
Both of those teams are probably.
Well, there's
the
always
Titans.
great games in the AFC this year.
I don't
I
know.
don't love the Patriots.
I would not want to watch a Patriots
yeah.
Titans game. I would not want to
Oh
watch
my
that
God.
at all.
Unless
So-
Derrick Henry's back.
Even if he is.
No, I like.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't like.
That would argue.
I'd like the inside
Two
zone.
two
halfback
bottom
power.
15 quarterbacks. Nah, that would not be a great.
Yeah, two just average quarterbacks.
We missed when we were talking about the Rams. We missed about Akers coming back.
Man.
Speaking
who
of Derrick
cares?
Henry.
Yeah, he's not that
Who
good.
that cares?
So then the 3 seed's gonna be Cincinnati. They're
If
playing
it
the
all-
Browns, but they have a bunch of players.
They're not.
out.
Yeah, no. I think you
Burrow,
assume
Who the
Burrow,
Burrow is
and
sitting.
Nixon.
No,
Yeah,
Burrow's just
Burrow's
sitting.
out.
Oh.
Burrow's out.
Nixon's not playing.
All right.
So I think you have to
Nixon's
assume-
COVID.
Here's the thing.
Burrow will beat an inferior competition and save his job for another year.
Here's the thing for.
I
I think
meant-
he's
I
already
meant-
done that.
I meant
Baker.
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 Yes.
But here's the thing about Baker. He stinks, and this is a game that he's. You said that he's gonna win.
Yes.
It's, well,
Yeah, it's a
actually,
tight-
Yeah,
a
it's
tight
the
game.
Mayfield
wait, is
cycle.
big game Finley start
I don't-
for the Bengals? Because if Finley's starting, they might be in trouble. But
Wait,
no,
so who-
Baker, I kind of hope that he loses. So that
There's nothing I love more than cheering
he's a
against
free
Baker.
agent. Steelers sign him real cheap.
He's
We
terrible.
got- we
He
got-
is
no.
We
terrible.
got our guy for 2 years till we get a quarterback.
Yeah,
With a passion.
I kind of like Baker maybe.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, I cannot stand
He
But he's
sucks
gonna
at
lose.
football.
He's
He
not.
does.
He's been terrible, and I tried to not defend him because he's a Brown, but I tried to hope that he would be okay. It's the same way that I hope Burrow does all right because I like Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
but
So-
he's just Baker. There's no denying Baker Mayfield has been awful. Like he's terrible.
So the Bills are going to be the 3 seed because they have the Jets, and
Yeah.
assuming
Yeah.
Cincinnati loses, which they
Yeah.
probably will just
Mhm.
because they're
They're
sitting
sitting on a lot
everybody.
of people.
So I think it'll probably be
Oh, that means Cincinnati would drop to the 5 if they lose.
no,
To
not
the 5. No,
not
because
the
they're
5.
division
They already
winners.
clinched the division.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
So they would be 4.
yeah.
Pats would probably be 5.
Patriots would be 5, and Colts would be 6. So it would still.
And then the Chargers are gonna beat the Raiders to be the 7th seed.
Well,
the Patriots have Miami.
Chargers are like bipolar. Like you
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah, they really are. So
But Justin Herbert's so good at football, so I'm riding with them.
do we think Pittsburgh or Baltimore has a chance?
No.
That would
They
require
obviously have a
Colts
chance, but I
loss.
don't think they're going to make it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, technically you could say the Colts are 0-6 in Jacksonville, so like, it
Yeah. I
could be
saw
iffy.
that stat. They haven't won in Jacksonville since like 2014.
But it's
Jacksonville's historically bad.
the worst team in the league
Okay.
versus.
Okay. So are the Raiders.
Except for the one
Okay,
year.
but
that
like
they
it's
beat
also
the
like,
Steelers.
oh, okay, these stats, whatever, you know, and say they don't really matter. Ben Roethlisberger never won a game in Oakland in his career, and if he did, I don't think he did, but it may was like either 1 or 2. I'm pretty sure he didn't win a game in Oakland. So like these things are real. That these teams just can't win in some places.
That's really stupid.
that would be
Dude, I'm
crazy.
throwing it out
Then
there.
you look at games like the last time they played the Raiders in Oakland, Boswell slipped on a game-winning kick. Like, he just slipped.
They just can't
It's
win.
like
They,
just stuff like
they
that.
are cursed.
All right, should we move on to national championship?
Yes.
Sure.
College
Score
football.
prediction.
I got Georgia. Adam and I actually disagree here. He's got Alabama, but I think
Alabama.
Georgia's gonna get the revenge.
I thought that for a while.
Alabama by
and then
multiple scores.
Saban is not going to lose that game.
Saban-
I had
They have the
Georgia for
coaching
a
advantage.
while.
They have the quarterback advantage. They have the skill position advantage.
Georgia has the George Pickens.
I don't know that Georgia hasn't won a big game.
Until
forever.
In like a
until
week.
last week.
Bama
Forgot about that. They haven't won.
Bama's
Bama's
playoff
Bama.
game.
Bama hasn't won a big game in like a week.
Bama's defense.
Not
is
gonna lie, I kind of
nowhere.
forgot about the Michigan game.
Stetson Bennett, I thought he was probably washed when in the SEC championship, but you look at that game, he played badly, yes, but Bama's defense, you can't really make an argument that they're better than Michigan's defense. So, and Stetson Bennett,
Why not?
he's a game
Yeah,
man
yeah.
because Michigan has.
Michigan, other than Hutchinson and Ojabo,
Yeah.
Hutchinson did not play good. I didn't.
no.
really see
Yeah,
it.
Other than
they-
those two,
they
they're not
got-
even that good on defense.
You were talking stuff about Will Anderson?
Yeah,
You wanted Will Anderson for high
Will
school.
Anderson.
Yeah, he's a great
Um,
player. Name another damn defensive player.
Cool. I don't know defensive.
I don't
defense
care at
doesn't
all.
matter.
Yeah, I don't care about their defense.
Name another defensive player on
Next
Michigan
week,
other than
no.
Ojabo or Hutchinson.
I can't, but those are
Well-
two's more than one. First off,
That's not how value works at
and
all.
second off, Bama's allowed 30 points to Florida, like 40 points to A&M, and Michigan against probably the best offense in the country allowed 28. So I think just based on this year, it's clear that Michigan's defense is better. Stetson Bennett played the way he needed to. Probably got a little bit carried by his rushing offense, but played the way he needed to.
Does
against
Stetson Bennett have another
Michigan.
300? How many did he for 300?
I don't know, but
Does he have another
he
performance
played
like that
the way
in
he
him? I don't know. Look at the
Cool.
guy.
I just have a
The
question.
mailman.
What is more, 27 or 24?
You're gonna talk about some common opponent or something.
I'm going to talk about how Georgia scored 24 points against Bama, but 27 against Michigan. So,
Okay,
so they're
Stetson
even
Bennett
much-
had a terrible game.
Maybe 'cause he
against
is
Bama.
yes,
terrible.
but at the end of the
Because
day, he's
Stetson Bennett is
terrible,
terrible.
and he's going to lose them the game.
Okay, so he played one terrible game against Bama.
No, he's
No,
played
he's
a few
not, he's
terrible
had a
games.
lot of bad games this year, Colton.
No, he hasn't. He's had some games where he wasn't impressive.
Because he
A
isn't
lot of
impressive.
them.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he didn't do anything.
Nothing about that
impressive.
guy impresses me.
Yeah, he's the
I
mailman.
think he weighs as much as me.
Probably, but he's a game manager. He does what he needs to. And
Yeah.
He looks like Kyle, dude.
George.
Dude, he like drops back the pass. You think it's Kyle Barber?
Yeah, and then he throws a dime
No,
to
he
George
doesn't. No, he doesn't.
And he
Pickens
underthrows a
over the
ball.
It's because it's George Pickens.
He underthrows a ball on first down, and then they run the ball.
They're gonna have George Pickens in the national championship.
Yes.
and-
George Pickens, who hasn't done anything all year. I know he's been hurt. I know he's been hurt.
How could he
He
have
does.
fought?
He's
Okay, that's
come
a
back.
terrible
No,
argument.
no, no.
He
He came
hasn't
back,
done
and he hasn't
anything.
done anything when he came back. No, I know it's not that, bro. He was hurt. Okay, and then you throw him back into the swing of things in the most competitive time of the season. Is he like? It's gonna be hard for him to just be like, oh, okay, I'm back now. I'm back in the swing of things.
I'll see you guys next week when Georgia.
You're gonna see us next
Oh, I'm
week.
going to Spain.
All right, you know.
Alright, first score.
I'm not.
Score prediction.
prediction.
I'm going
I'm
high
confident.
scoring game again.
Oh,
It's gonna be a close
something
one, I
in
do
like the
think.
60s again.
What?
Total
No,
score.
Let me talk about total.
Yeah. Like the last score was 65 combined points. I'm sorry, I'm talking about combined points.
I think it's gonna be
Something to
65 to like 60.
I think it's gonna be 65 to 64.
Big 12 championship.
Yeah, I think it'll be. I'll be boring. 31-28 Georgia. It'll be a close one.
Ooh.
38-21, Bama.
I don't know. You go.
I'm going
28-24 Georgia.
38-28, Bama.
All right.
Who did I pick last time they played?
I think we all picked Georgia.
We all picked
But
Georgia.
we all
Yeah.
did have like the Nick Saban clause in there that we didn't really know because
Yeah.
it's Nick
I just
Saban.
have a feeling that I'm gonna pick Bama here, and then Georgia's gonna win.
Yep.
So I'll
Well,
go.
yeah.
Let's pick
I'll
Bama.
go. I don't know.
One of the teams is going to
Yeah, I don't know.
They'll put up a good fight.
And that's all, folks.
Both teams are going to try. They're both going to
They're
try.
gonna try real hard. Okay.
Alright.
Alright, let's wrap this up.
I'm just gonna say 41-24 again.
Kyle Barber's older brother is going to throw for at least 250.
That's
All right.
It's not his older brother. It's just him.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.
See
after
you next time.
Stanton
Go
Bennett
Dogs.
throws for 400.